The origins of Goetia, magic, demonology, and historical development. Goetia is a significant concept for those interested in demonology and the occult. It is most famously known as a section of the Grimoire Clavicula Salomonis, the Lesser Key of Solomon, which is one of the most well-known magical texts containing rituals for summoning and controlling 72 demons. However, the origins of Goetia go much further back and appear in various forms across different cultures throughout history. 1. Etymology and meaning. The word Goetia comes from the Greek word alpha, Goetia, meaning magic, sorcery, or charlatanry. The term was used in a negative context by ancient philosophers like Plato and Aristotle, describing a form of magic based on manipulation and deception. In ancient Greece, magic was divided into two main categories. 2. Theurgia, sacred magic aimed at communicating with gods. 3. Goetia, practices involving communication with demons, spirits, or supernatural beings, often regarded as dark magic. 2 roots in Mesopotamia and the ancient world. The roots of Goetia trace back to much earlier periods. Civilizations such as the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians were known for their rituals to communicate with and control demons, jinn, spirits. In Mesopotamian demonology, texts like Enuma Elish and the rituals of Marduk mention demons as enemies of the gods. In Akkadian and Sumerian magical traditions, practices of summoning and controlling demons were widespread. Egyptian sorcerers. In Egypt, similar rituals of summoning and banishing demons existed. The Book of the Dead contains spells for the journey of the dead, and some texts provide clues about spirit summoning practices. 3. Jewish mysticism and the legends of King Solomon. One of the most well-known sources of Goetia comes from Jewish mysticism, particularly the legends attributed to King Solomon. Solomon and the demons. According to Jewish legends, King Solomon, Melech Shlomo, was able to control demons with a magical ring, the Seal of Solomon, given to him by God. With this ring, Solomon commanded demons to help build the Temple of Jerusalem. A Testament of Solomon, thought to have been written between the 1st and 3rd century CE. This text is one of the primary inspirations for Goetia. It describes Solomon's interactions with 72 demons and how he managed them. These legends played a significant role in shaping occult texts during the medieval and Renaissance periods. 4. Goetia in the Middle Ages. The Grimoire tradition. During the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, magical books, grimoires, became highly popular. During this time, the practice of Goetia became more systematic, and special seals, magical circles, and rituals for summoning demons were developed. Clavicula Salomonis, the Lesser Key of Solomon, compiled in the 17th century. This text is the most famous source of Goetia. It consists of 5 sections, the first of which is known as Goetia. It includes the names, seals, powers, and summoning methods for 72 demons. Pseudomonarchia Daemonum, Johann Weyer, 1563, considered one of the precursors to Goetia. This text is an important work that outlines the hierarchy of demons. During this period, Goetia was viewed by the Church as heretical, but it gained significant interest among occultists. 5. Goetia in the modern era. Today, Goetia has a significant influence both in classical occultism and popular culture. Aleister Crowley, one of the most famous occultists of the 20th century, Crowley published the Book of the Goetia of Solomon the King in 1904. Crowley interpreted the Goetia demons not only as literal beings, but also as different aspects of the human mind. A Goetia in popular culture. Today, Goetia demons appear in many films, games, and books. The Persona game series, Supernatural TV show, and many occult-themed films feature the names of Goetia demons. Conclusion: the continuing influence of Goetia. Goetia is one of the most fascinating topics in the history of magic and demonology. With its roots in ancient magical practices, Jewish mysticism, medieval grimoires, and modern occultism, Goetia has a vast history. Today, it continues to influence both esoteric practices and popular culture. The 72 demons of Goetia, or rather demons, hold significant importance in Solomonic magic. These demons are detailed in the Goetia section of the occult book Goetia and Solomonic. Each demon possesses specific powers, abilities, and characteristic features. Summoning and controlling these demons requires specific rituals and seals. Here is some information about some of the 72 demons of Goetia and their characteristics. 1. Baal. Characteristics. Baal is the first demon in Goetia and is known as the first demon. It has 3 heads, one of a man, one of a frog, and one of a cat. Additionally, the body has 3 pairs of eyes. Power. Baal has the ability to see people, control minds, and make itself visible. It also has great power in summoning other demons. 2. Agars. Characteristics. Agars is depicted as an old man and is associated with a chicken. It is often portrayed as a giant who runs slowly. Power. Agars has the ability to frighten and abduct people. It also has the power to change locations and find lost objects. 3. Visego. Characteristics. Visego is known for providing knowledge of hidden things. It usually appears human, but with very prominent eyes. Power. Visego has the ability to see the future and reveal unknown information about the past. 4. Samigina. Characteristics. Samigina is depicted as a small caliph or prince with the head of a horse. Power. Samigina has the ability to communicate with the spirits of the dead and summon ghosts. It can also locate lost items. 5. Marba. Characteristics. Marba is depicted as a demon in the form of a lion. It has a strong and intimidating appearance. Power. Marba has the ability to cause illnesses and heal them. It is also said to possess great physical strength. 6. Valefor. Characteristics. Valefor is depicted with the head of a lion and the body of a human. Power. Valefor is known as a demon used for theft and is especially associated with desires for possession. It can also weaken trust among people. 7. Amon. Characteristics. Amon is depicted as a demon with the head of a wolf and is described as having a fiery temperament. Power. Amon has the ability to create friendships between people, strengthen love and bonds, and also has the power to foresee the future. 8. Barbados. Characteristics. Barbados is depicted as a creature living in the oceans, with many forests and sea monsters behind it. Power. Barbados has the ability to find lost people and control winds to help locate them. It also provides safe paths for people. 9. Paimon. Characteristics. Paimon is described as a prince walking in the sky, often accompanied by many people, with the head of a lion. Power. Paimon is skilled in providing knowledge and granting personal power. It also has significant control over people. 10. Boer. Characteristics. Boer is described as an animal with 5 legs, though its head is sometimes shown as that of a human. A power. Goetia has the ability to heal illnesses and restore bodily health. It also possesses the ability to sustain life and adapt to environmental changes. This list covers only some of the 72 demons of Goetia. Each demon has its own unique name, physical description, hierarchy, and summoning rituals. In the Goetia text, specific summoning instructions, seals, and the powers each demon possesses are provided. Summoning and controlling these demons requires serious ritual practices and is a complex and dangerous endeavor for occultists interested in Goetia. Goetic rituals and practices aim to summon demons, communicate with them, and control them. The primary goal of Goetia is the summoning of 72 demons to gain specific powers or knowledge from them. These rituals are typically structured with complex, symbolic steps that must be carefully followed. Here are the main components and stages of Goetic rituals and practices. 1. Preparations. Before beginning a Goetic ritual, very careful preparations must be made. These preparations refer to the readiness both physically and mentally for the ritual. A. Preparation of the environment. The area where the ritual will take place is crucial. This area should typically be quiet and isolated. Mental attention and focus should be maintained by protecting from external factors. But choosing the space. The ritual room should be clean, organized, and dedicated solely to the ritual. Symbolism. Seals and symbols used in Goetia are usually placed around the space. Additionally, a magic circle, pentagram, is drawn. A lighting. Candles are typically used. The focus of lights in a dark setting ensures the ritual is performed correctly. B. Mental and intellectual preparation. For the ritual to succeed, the participant must be mentally prepared. Concentration and focus are crucial in this process. And meditation. A form of meditation before starting Goetic rituals helps with focus. A conscious intent. There should be a clear idea about the purpose of the ritual. For example, if the intention is to gain information from a particular demon or solve an issue, the intent is shaped accordingly. 2. Magic circle, pentagram, and symbols. In Goetic rituals, the magic circle is a critical element to keep the demons under control. This circle creates a barrier to prevent the magical energy from escaping. The magic circle is usually drawn in the shape of a pentagram. A. Usage of the pentagram. The pentagram is an important symbol in Goetia. It is often drawn within the magic circle or around the person summoning the demons. Each corner of the pentagram represents one of the 4 directions of the universe and the elements associated with them. In North Earth, East Air is South Fire, a West Water, B. Demon seals. Each Goetia demon has its own seal, representing the demon's power and characteristics. These seals are used during the ritual to ensure the vows of the summoned demon. They are typically drawn on a parchment. 3. Stages of the ritual. The steps in Goetic rituals are quite systematic, and each stage must be carefully followed. A. Selecting the correct demon. One of the key elements of Goetia is selecting the right demon to summon. Each demon offers different powers or knowledge, so the demon to be summoned must be determined before starting the ritual. A spiritual intent. Deciding which demon to summon is related to determining the purpose of the ritual. For example, different demons can be summoned to gain information, achieve a goal, or enhance mental power. B. Summoning ritual. During the Goetic ritual, specific words, phrases, and gestures are used to summon the demons. Typically, Calls made in Arabic or Latin are used to awaken the demons. Words and phrases. The phrases used by the summoner are key to communicating with the demon. Often, the demon's name and powerful sentences describing its powers are used. Verbal and mental calls. During some rituals, vocal reading or memorization may be required. In other cases, a mental call might be made. C. Communication and direction with the demon. Once the demon is summoned, information is obtained, or a request is made in line with the purpose of the ritual. At this point, the demon must be directed and assistance must be requested. In making requests, to obtain specific knowledge or power from the demons, clear language is used. The request must be expressed explicitly. Energy control. A strong focus and energy control must be maintained to prevent the demon from harming the summoner. D. Sending the demon away. Once the ritual is completed, the demon must be sent back. If a seal or another object was used during the summoning, it is placed again at the end of the ritual, and the demon is dismissed. A spiritual cleansing. After the demon leaves the ritual space, the space must be cleansed. This refers to both physical and spiritual cleansing. Typically, incense and protective symbols are used. 4. Subsequent stages and reflection. After the ritual, the practitioner may experience either positive or negative effects. The impact of Goetic rituals can last a long time and is closely related to personal development. A reflection on the ritual. A certain period is waited to evaluate the success of the ritual. If the summoned demon provided the requested assistance, the results are observed. In mental cleansing, long-term ritual practices can create psychological and spiritual effects. Therefore, meditation and mental cleansing practices are recommended. Conclusion. The power and dangers of Goetic rituals. Goetic rituals are powerful and complex practices. These rituals should only be performed by individuals with specific knowledge and experience. Improper practices may lead to unwanted spiritual effects or harmful results. Therefore, understanding and performing Goetia is a serious responsibility. While there are some similarities between Goetia and Solomonic magic, they essentially represent different systems and teachings. Goetia is a part of the Solomonic magic tradition, but it has its own focused aspects. Here are the differences between these two magical systems. 1. Definition and scope. A Goetia. Goetia is a section of the occult book Lemegeton Clavicula Salomonis. This section contains rituals about 72 demons and focuses on summoning, controlling, and using their powers. The main goal of Goetia is to summon demons and gain knowledge, power, or other services from them. Solomonic magic. Solomonic magic refers to ancient magical traditions attributed to King Solomon. This magical system covers many different practices and principles. Solomonic magic not only involves summoning demons but also angels and other supernatural entities. The magical knowledge attributed to King Solomon consists of numerous written texts and rituals. 2. Purpose and focus. A Goetia. Goetia focuses specifically on summoning demons. These demons are generally summoned to fulfill human desires or provide power for specific goals. In Goetia, demons are often depicted as having satanic powers and are beings that need to be controlled. Solomonic magic. Solomonic magic covers a broader range of practices. In this system, angels, divine beings, and supernatural forces can also be summoned. The aim is not only personal gain, but also higher goals such as spiritual enlightenment or protection. 3. Used entities, demons versus angels, Goetia. The 72 demons in Goetia have different powers and characteristics, and each serves a specific purpose. These demons are powerful yet dangerous beings that must be carefully controlled. Goetia is often associated with satanic forces, Solomonic magic. In Solomonic magic, not only demons but also angels and other sacred beings can be summoned. This system includes not just demons but also divine forces, so the beings used in Solomonic magic typically have holy and protective qualities, in contrast to the demons in Goetia. 4. Rituals and methods. Goetia. Goetia rituals are performed to summon demons and harness their power. Elements such as pentagrams, magic circles, and demon seals are commonly used in Goetia rituals. Goetia rituals focus primarily on controlling demons and require careful planning. Summoning and controlling demons is a difficult and risky process. Solomonic magic. Solomonic magic contains more structured and sometimes more complex rituals. These rituals can involve summoning both angels and demons. Protective symbols and the names of saints are often used. Solomonic magic includes powerful protective rituals and sacred texts. Compared to Goetia, Solomonic magic has a broader scope and concerns not just malevolent entities, but also the pursuit of good and enlightenment. 5. Mental and spiritual approach. Goetia. Goetia practices are often carried out for personal gain and worldly purposes. Most of these rituals are aimed at increasing the practitioner's power, fulfilling desires, and influencing others. The dangerous aspect of Goetia is that demons may become uncontrollable and harm the practitioner. Solomonic magic. Solomonic magic is more focused on spiritual purposes and protection. The magical practices attributed to King Solomon include seeking divine guidance and spiritual enlightenment. Practitioners of this system are often seeking more internal control and moral guidance. 6. Dangers and control. Goetia. Goetia is a system where the control of the summoned demons can be difficult and dangerous. If the demons act in an unwanted way, it may harm the summoner. Therefore, being cautious and well prepared is crucial. Solomonic magic. In Solomonic magic, alongside summoning demons, angels, and other benevolent entities may be used for protective purposes, providing a more balanced approach. However, there are still risks that could result in uncontrolled outcomes. Conclusion. The biggest difference between Goetia and Solomonic magic is that Goetia focuses on summoning demons and using their powers, while Solomonic magic is broader and encompasses the summoning of angels, demons, and divine beings for spiritual purposes. Goetia is considered more dangerous and associated with dark magic, while Solomonic magic, though it contains its own risks, has a more spiritual and protective element.